Have you ever helped someone and they never say thank you? Let me start with a hard truth most people don't talk about. Sometimes, the people you lift will walk away as if you never existed. And that silence, the missing thank you, can hurt more than rejection. This is a story about that kind of pain and the quiet strength it builds. I once knew a man named Ethan. Ethan wasn't rich. He wasn't famous. He wasn't powerful. But he had something rare. He showed up for people when it mattered. When his coworker Mark couldn't pay rent, Ethan loaned him money, no contract, no pressure. When Mark's car broke down, Ethan drove him to work every morning. When Mark talked about quitting because life felt too heavy, Ethan stayed on the phone past midnight, listening. Ethan didn't help because he wanted praise. He helped because he believed kindness was a responsibility. But here's where the tension begins. The day Mark finally got back on his feet, new job, better pay, new confidence, everything changed. No more calls. No more rides. No more check-ins. And not once, not a single time did Mark say, "Thank you." At first, Ethan made excuses for him. He's busy. He's probably overwhelmed. He'll say it someday. But days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and silence became the answer. That silence started eating at Ethan, not because he wanted credit, but because being ignored makes you question your worth. He replayed every moment in his head. Did I do too much? Was I foolish? Did I matter at all? One night, sitting alone in his apartment, Ethan whispered a question many people are afraid to ask out loud. Why do I keep giving if it leaves me empty? That's the moment most people stop helping. That's the moment bitterness tries to move in. But Ethan did something different. Instead of hardening his heart, he faced the truth. Some people don't say thank you not because your help was small, but because your help reminds them of a version of themselves they want to forget. Gratitude requires humility, and not everyone is ready for that. Mark didn't want to remember being broken. He didn't want to remember needing someone. So he erased the past by erasing Ethan. And here's the lesson most people miss. Unthankful people don't define your value, your character does. Ethan slowly learned that helping someone is like planting a seed. Some seeds grow into appreciation. Some grow into entitlement. And some never grow at all. But the seed still says something about the person who planted it. Months later, something unexpected happened. A woman Ethan barely knew at work stopped him in the hallway. "I don't know if you remember this," she said, "but you stayed late one night to help me fix a report." My boss noticed. That moment changed my career. Ethan was stunned. He didn't even remember doing it. She smiled and added, "I just wanted to say thank you. I've been waiting a long time to tell you." That's when it clicked. Not all gratitude comes from where you expect it, and not all impact is immediate. Some people benefit quietly. Some people remember forever, and some people move on without a word. But here's the most important truth of all. If you only help people who say thank you, you're not guided by values. You're guided by validation. And validation is unreliable. What lasts is integrity. Ethan didn't become smaller because Mark was ungrateful. He became wiser. He learned to help without attachment, to give without self-betrayal, to be kind without needing applause. And that's power. So if you've ever helped someone and they never said thank you, if you ever felt invisible after giving your best, hear this clearly. You didn't lose. You outgrew them. Your kindness wasn't wasted. It trained your heart. It revealed your strength. It separated who you are from who they are. Keep your boundaries. Protect your energy. But don't let one ungrateful soul turn you into someone you're not. Because the world doesn't change through people who are thanked. It changes through people who are consistent, quiet, and courageous enough to do good anyway. And one day, maybe when you least expect it, someone will look at you and say the words you never heard before, not because you demanded it, but because you deserved it all along.